I just read a fun fact that blew my mind. Listen to this. So I've been doing a lot of research on past torture programs that were run by their government, and I came up on MK Ultra. Now, I want you to know exactly what MK Ultra was, so I'm going to read the definition on Wikipedia. MK Ultra was an illegal human experimentation program designed and undertaken by the US Central Intelligence Agency, the CIA, to develop procedures and identify drugs that could be used during interrogations to weaken individuals and force confessions through brainwashing and psychological torture. And of course, as I'm reading this, I'm thinking, well, who were the victims? Where are they now? There must be some living victims, of course. And I'll be honest with you, I didn't find their names, but here's what I did find. And let me read it to you from the source. The CIA often targeted vulnerable individuals who were unable to give informed consent or who were coerced. Test subjects included psychiatric patients, especially at the Allen Memorial Institute in Montreal, Canada, under Dr. Donald Ewan Cameron. Now, if you've seen my previous videos, I told you that when this happened to me, when after 10 years of going through this, I went to a mental hospital. And when I got to the mental hospital, the torture tactics continued over there. Now, I want you to guess what city I live in. That's right, Montreal, Canada. Now, you must imagine the shock when I read this, because when I went to the mental hospital after going through 10 years of being targeted, and I come to find out that these people are doing directed conversation and continuing the abuse over there, I thought I was losing my mind. I couldn't believe it. I knew it was actually happening. I knew I wasn't crazy, but to think that it was happening at the mental hospital was just insane to me. Come to find out, MK Ultra happened in the same city where GANGSTALKING is taking place for me. I do have to say though, this is not great news because most of the victims of MK Ultra were not able to get justice or any type of compensation for their torture. The actual victims of MK Ultra were in the thousands, and there is currently under 100 victims who were actually compensated, 9 being from the US government and 77 were from the Canadian government. But in most cases, the CIA was able to argue their immunity because they were not only funded by the government, but they were okayed by their government. And then they were protected during lawsuits. They were protected by the government who gave them no liability. And even in cases where victims were compensated for their suffering, the government never actually admitted any wrongdoing. They didn't take any accountability. So the only consolation prize I have here is, yes, these things can happen. Yes, the government can be behind it. And yes, it can definitely happen in your city. It has before. But I want you to know that in most cases where people lost when they went to court in order to get compensated, they lost because they didn't have enough proof, which is only a reminder to everyone that is going through this. Amass as many pieces of evidence as you can, because when the time comes and it is time to get justice, you want to be able to prove what happened to you. Your governments are okaying this. They're not going to have your back when it comes to getting you justice. They're the ones doing it. Anyways, I just thought I'd share this little nugget of information that I got. Always remember, you deserve grace, you deserve mercy. Love yourself first, always. This is the war against narcissism, guys. Salute.